I'm literally standing between cows and life itself. At my old high school, we would have different activities or events that were just more getting the whole school together or competitions. Here, the competitions were running. Now, I do not like running whatsoever. This was probably the worst news I could have ever gotten as the event. The competition kind of went like this. You run as much as you can as a class and you're competing against other classes. Whoever has the most kilometers, I keep forgetting the word kilometers, bro. Whoever has the most amount of kilometers will win a day where they don't do anything, where they have fun one of the school days. It was split between options, like sport option, math option, science option, etc. And those would be competing against each other. Some people in my class, well, sports option. Now, it wasn't explained very well to me, but I just knew that running was what was going on because the group chat was all just, hey, are we gonna run this weekend? Hey, how much not miles, oh my kilometers have you ran? Blah, 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 blah. Hearing running over and over was like a stab in the heart every single time. On the final day, it was planned that the sports option that I'm in, some of them decided that we were gonna run like 17 kilometers. And I said yes. I got picked up, got there, and they said we were gonna run a slow pace. We did. I mean, we did run a slow pace. It was still not like the funnest thing ever, but we had music and we were just laughing probably for a lot of it. So it was a good it was fun. I'm not gonna lie. Running at a slow pace instead of dying while running and like hurting yourself for no reason for fun, because that's what running is to me. It was different. It was a good change. We ran around the lake that in my last video we rode the bikes around, so it's kind of funny seeing like the same scenery that I did, except not going like 26 miles. Not miles. Oh my God. Not going 26 kilometers per hour and going at probably -2. Let me tell you something. We won. Oh. But I don't know what we won. I don't know when it's gonna happen or anything. I just know we won. So now there are some classes I like and some classes I don't. There are also classes that would be fun if I knew French. And the class I'm talking about is French class. You're probably like, oh wow, no way, oh my gosh. Well, it's true. I don't know how to speak French yet. And I'm trying to understand all the social aspects and like the history of this stuff and what's going on with art and culture and all of that, and it's a lot. One of the assignments we got was reading a book, and I chose a French book because like, I'm gonna read this book, like it's gonna go crazy. I'm gonna learn French so much quicker by reading this book. It's only like 10 pages a day. I thought I could keep the book. No, I had to go rent the book myself and I couldn't find it. My host mom bought it, which was very nice of her, and I only had like 10 days to read it. So what I did, I didn't read it. Thankfully, the teacher is super nice and let me kind of skip out on it in a sense of I could talk about an English book that I read. So what I did is I took the book and I printed out like a piece of paper over it about the title of the English book. I hope she doesn't see the video in the sense of like marking me down, because she did tell me to buy the book and I couldn't find it in a library. I was panicking. I was lucky to have 2 rotary trips in the same month. Well, like in my month of coming here. This one was to a coal mine in I don't know where it was. I went to Vice and we took these freaking cool, dope train car thingies to the mines, and they were beasts. The conductor would wave at other people and they wave at us because they thought it was funny, probably just mocking us like we're animals in the zoo, or they actually liked it. I don't know whose side they were on. Meeting this tour guide compared to the last one I had was kind of a downgrade. He told us that we weren't gonna go down to the 1,000 meters that the workers usually went to, and we went down to 400 meters, which was still crazy. To get down into the mines, we had to take elevators, basically sardines in a can, or however that saying goes. Tour guide talked about poisoning, the work environment they all had to go through, and how they had to get the air circulation going, and a map, and pulled out a freaking rubber rat and started attacking kids. Not really, but he's like, wah, and I went, ah, and I went, ah. To show how loud the work environment was, he would set off like engines that were used or machines, and he picked me to use a machine, and so I just flipped the nozzle and it was really, really loud, and people were scared. I was quaking in my boots, of course, but I had to get the work done, so I dug all the way through and made a whole new shaft myself. At the end, once we got out, we were offered apple juice, orange juice, and waffles, which was pretty goated. We were only starting with 2, but once everyone got some, it was kind of free-for-all, so I think I took like 4. I did take like 4 waffles, but I saw other people take 4 waffles, so I'm not the only one, so you can't blame me for being a big bag. Calming down a little bit, worked at the farm to prepare for winter. Cut up hay barrels, chucked them in a shredder thing, and we're just gonna feed it again and just feed the cows. We put gates on and stuff, and I had a super important role. Either I sat on the tractor, cut some wire to make sure no cows left, and it was a very important job. I'm literally standing between cows and life itself. I gotta fight them all off. It's gonna go down right now. Better prepare yourself, cows. Hey, what's good? Every video, I want to do a homesickness check. The second month hasn't been too hard for me. I believe I've gotten mild homesickness of sitting in a quiet room and just thinking to myself. I think that's kind of what gets you, but you do need to just sit and think and not be hectic like 24/7. I haven't called my parents in a long time from when I've posted this video, which I think is good, but I know they're doing good. In school, it was getting close to parent-teacher meetings, and I did pretty good for it, and some of the teachers have shaken my hands, which I'm proud of because they've seen my improvement in some things I don't like to do even in America, like swimming or gymnastics. My host mom is not disappointed at all. My host parents aren't like cracking down on me, and I believe we're adjusting very well. If you have any concerns, you can let me know. If you want to see anything else in the next YouTube video, you just let me know and we'll try to make it happen. But again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for your support. I know a lot of YouTubers say that, but this is like one of my dreams to become a YouTuber, and this is giving me a good reason to just put myself out there for you guys and for myself to review. And I hope that this persuades some newcomers to do this exchange year, to do this program, because it truly is life-changing.